YouTube is updating. The encoder says we're live. Try a new camera position. I'll just check my YouTube to make sure that this is live and working. Connection good. Yep, we are on. Okay. Hello, welcome back. It's me, Callum, at the moment. It's got some oil in my hair, so it's looking like a wet mop. And besides that, life is going good. Today's stream, if people eventually come down and find it, you know, whenever you see it, whether it's live or recorded, we're continuing working on the walk cycle from the previous stream. Just got to remember, the mic is here, the camera is here. This is probably not the best setup in the world. But was able to apply a lot of feedback last time, and it's night and day difference compared to where it started on draft 12 to where it is on draft 16. We're following through the momentum today. I want it to get to a good point where it's, yeah, we want to get to a good point where we want to get it to the polishing stage at this point. We've already got it in spline, but we're yet to add all of the additional polish. We're still going through all of the notes. We're fixing poses, we're fixing feet, knees, legs, IK arms. You name it, there's a lot to do here. So, without further ado, I shall move this. Move to there, break everything. Yeah, that's about right. Perhaps have this a little lower. There we go. And just make sure that this is all coming through good. Alright, that's good to know. Do I do that? Yeah, that's better. So yeah, here's the animation at the moment. Not bad, but we've got a bit of a pull on this leg here. Same way this hip has a slight twitch as well that we need to fix. But we got the hips and the torso moving together now with a slight offset. We've got a bit of a jump here as well with the gun in the arm. So we'll have to look at that as well. But the elbows are a lot better compared to where they were before, and the intent of going forward is a lot better. And then once I play this entire animation, this isn't quite good, although I think we can really improve the posing for this first part. And I still really like the transition. But it's also got a bit of a new snappy motion here. Yeah. So really, I think we should still have the gun pointed downwards. Here, and then from there, snap to this. Because we've got a IKFK switch here. That's not looking very good at the moment. As normal, I will be checking the comment section. There you go, the comment section, which is over there, for if people do eventually post. What's desktop audio is -6? That's just the sound of my voice. We should be good. So, let's have a look at the notes here still. Knees over toes thing, knees are too inwards while the toes pointed elsewhere. Let's have a look at that across the entire sequence. There you go. This is on the spot. Don't have to worry about that still. 34. Give them a moment to think. Keep our viewport there. Panels, perspective. That's the one we want to work from. Okay. Let's have a look at the feet and knees. The first half is actually a lot. The first half is actually alright. Yeah, we kind of want them to be outwards here, but is the feet matching? First one we can definitely have more inwards. As a result, this needs to also be more inwards. There we go. I know she's sidestepping, but she does not need to sidestep that severely. There we go. Should land hands here. We don't need to see the lights. Yeah, that's looking alright. Okay, good to know. This is fixed. There's our camera. It's our perspective. Let's look at these hips in this particular one. We want the chest to continually remain facing that direction. At 17 to 19, we want this weight to be on the front leg. We need the weight to translate into the front leg. So on the maximum turn, that should almost be there. How does it look? I mean, yeah, that makes more sense when it transitions into the hips. Better to keep a reference up there. Like, this is probably a bit too much forward facing. Like, if we just grab this. No, we have bludgeoned it, I think. Okay, let's resume the hips to where they were. There you go, save that. Let's look at our reference. Let's look at our sheets. Okay, let's look at a bigger sheet. Yeah, this works. Right. Like here, it's just incredibly warped. Like the hip is coming up here instead. this. Increasing up. Just another bit as well, like this entire thing needs to be just more side facing to match that side chest. Here, for example, it should really be side on. Yeah, that says it's most side on. Yeah, down. I think we've made the issue of this really should be pushing the other direction. Yeah. But just nowhere near as severely. Okay, that's a bit better. Yeah, it's the hip bone. So it goes up here and down there, and then it swaps sides coming across. Up, down, and swap. We've also got to remember the angles are also very different. We have a nice 3/4 angle, whereas our reference is a direct front on angle. But if we look at it from the front, makes sense. But if anything, this and this should be more posed forwards. Yep, and 17. So that's nice, coming up here, down. We might want to hold that. Okay, where's our tween machine? No, we got the right idea, just completely wrong execution. It's because you were just here to go more inwards. You also got to remember, I'm not walking on a loop. I've got to decide that for myself. About the shoulders here, well, the weight goes more. Yeah, my weight goes more on the right side here, and back on the left. Okay. That we can incorporate. Do I have that in my notes? About the weight. I remember saying about the weight. Yeah, she's not over the right foot in part 2. Oh, that's the second part, and watch the knees. Slight overlap, not moving opposite direction. We've made more amendments to that. Too much hip rotation. I think we've started sorting to that. Yeah. Weight issue. More right leaning. Her hip is tilted 2 up. Well, I sorted the 2 up of her hip. Feet are a lot better, mind the knees. So it's the knees of part 1. So she starts here. Foot goes down. She needs to really be more, yeah, leaning this way. This. Don't know why she's doing this. She should start on the left, start leaning towards the right, have a dramatic when she goes down. And start leaning, and keep her lean on the right because she's need to be over a supporting leg. She did catch herself in falling and land left. Mind you, this is the original position where she had, and this is where we've pushed her. So if anything, our left needs to be higher up because she's off balance. What about this one? About there, looks nice. Must be dramatic, but not overly dramatic. Yeah. We've just got to make it so the gun actually comes with her now. Because that, when she's leaning back. Objects. That's both of these axes. Down. Make sure that all of this okay. Not bad. It's now looking like this, which is fine. Like, we haven't done any... This arm looks horrible, but we haven't done anything to this arm. We've merely controlled the gun on the other arm. Her weight looks a lot more balanced. It was harder to tell at the 3/4 angle, but it was huge on the front view, just how off balance she was. I don't like how much that gun is meant to be moving. There will be a little bit of that, but right now it's too extreme. So we need to move the gun inwards here. We need to make sure that the first frame and last frame are the same. Delete that. Nope. Probably not have that much weapon sway. Same way it goes really up here. Like, it's also going far too high up here. Would have a little bit, but nowhere near to the same amount. Have a tiny bit of up. Yeah, the gun's looking a lot more stable, but it's now still moving up and down with the body. We need to fix the opposite arm, opposite arm here. What do we have here? How would it look if I just removed that? Okay. Move back to this one. We just want to keep this hand on the gun. Oh. So we'll just get rid of all of that because we've changed all the posing of the weapon. Where do we want this? Floor plane, hide the floor. We want the arm a little bit lower. We can have the hand overlapping the other hand here. But it needs to remain consistent. Do I don't think I actually have fingers on the pin. Oh no, you do. So we've already got finger animation that will remain as it is. Like, that's where it was before. Was clipping into the hands, clipping into the fingers. That's where it is now. Good. It goes up and forwards, with 9 being the highest. A little bit of good, so that rotation is not actually affecting. That'll be the shoulder that's causing that then. That's good to know. It'll go back down. 19, so if we just copy them, oh, we've made a group. Delete group. Control C, Control V. There we go. Had it go straight down. I think the gun goes lower. It does. Goes lower than the originals. It also doesn't drop. Once again, it kind of goes up here. Okay, not bad. Oh, I know why. It's because we don't have the floor. It'd be nice to reduce the bounce. Like, there's good. Not even a bounce, it's a starting pose. Yeah, something like that. There you go, got both elbows going. The head now feels out of time with the body. Like if I cover up the head with my hand, the hips and the torso work together, although the torso is a bit stiff in my opinion. The arms are and the gun are now looking nice and bobbing with the weights. So the arms and the legs seem to be in time. I still need to look at those knees with the legs. The head and the shoulders, fine. I think it's just the fact there's that brief pause at the end of each loop, but if we just take the frame off so it loops back rounds to frame 0, Okay, that's actually fine. Because if we want it to start and end on the same, but if we're just playing this as a cycle, otherwise it will count almost as 2 frames with that tiny pause. Like, I think it's just the heads go forward as opposed to up and down. Which would be caused by the neck, or the lack of. Yeah. So we want the head back here. But perhaps not that far back. Perhaps not this far forward. So we're counter animating the head to the neck whilst leaving a bit. Did I leave the original pose alone? I did. How does that look from this view? Oh, that's better. The head is now moving in time with the body. Initially, the head was just moving a bit too much compared to the rest of it. When does she blink? She's blinking as she goes up, but really it would probably make sense if she blinked halfway through when she landed. Likewise, if she spent a little bit longer blinking here. 3 seconds, 4 seconds, so 7-second blink, because it's a very fast blink. Blinking, you'll miss it. Probably want to move the eyebrows, because now the eye. Did I have animation on these? Nope, all the animation data is here. So we don't need that. Keep the eyes down. Is that like a bit of, there is some red there. Well, that's interesting. Block out the eyebrow poses. Yep, having that down. Yeah, like we want it to be looking over, but how does it look in there? Interesting. Made her a bit cross-eyed there. She's looking to the side, but we need to. I think we just need to rotate. What looks more. What the ratio? Like, she looks cross-eyed here, but then right now we're doing it from camera reference. Okay, back to normal. Okay, eyebrows probably going up and down a bit too much now. Oh, my cat is snoring in the corner. And now he's sneezing. Yeah, that's better. Oh no, my other cat's here. Yeah, I like that. If she's confident and relaxed here. Think about it, because right now this is outside of just the odd eye over here, which I think we can actually fix by just moving this individually. Yeah, so leaving that there. And 34. Ooh, okay. Have we just fixed a wonky eye? Yes, hello Shadow. My cat is here. Oh, he's woken up the other cat. We kind of want to almost maybe make a surprise, like, oh, I've spotted you. Or if this is going to be neutral, then will the transition be more determination, followed by, yeah, I've got this. Right, here we go. Yeah, I've got this. This should be, ooh, okay, I found you. Which means we kind of want to raise the eyebrow. Like, really? Actually, how does the raised eyebrow look for the rest of it? Yeah, that's determination again. So like here, before. Okay, actually we want that for yeah, we want that for this section. But before that, yeah, we just exaggerated the facial emotion there. How does it look in yeah, the emotional change on the face is a lot better. It's almost too soft now as a result. Like, we've softened up the face far too much. Yep, there we go. So if not this one, perhaps like the furthest edges. Yeah, keeping them sharp here. Yes, that's what we want. There we go. Alright, 35 minutes in. Okay, executive decision, the camera's going up here. How does it look like from... Well, you can see my face now. That's always a good start. Ooh, that hair. Do you got oil in your hair? Don't you want to add some, like, some hair animation? More right leaning. Check. Actually, no, we've sorted it out entirely now. Her hips is tilted to up, feet are a lot better, mind the knees. Okay, we'll have another look at the hips, just to be sure. Honestly, that hip there really turn more this way. This is the big one with the shoulders. Mind you, yeah, that should really aim more down, and when you land, it should be aiming more up. Get rid of 20. Aimed up, aims down. Which one? It's like the red, I think. Yeah, red's quite increased where it doesn't need to be. Blue's the big one. There's the front. Head's almost aimed down now, I don't want that. She's landing there. Like the rotation, like the rotations of the chest, it doesn't make too much sense here. We've got this side-to-side motion, but it's not really going this direction. It's not acting like a 3D object. Like if it's landing here, the thing about it is mostly right leaning here, so aim upright, right. Then come in left, but now she go boof. Like on the other slice, that's an extreme. And of course, because we've changed the chest, the head now looks off. Still, the chest is not looking as rigid. That's fine. Yeah, 26 to 30. Her head's kind of really sticking out here. Arms are still looking fine. Arms are still looking very okay though. Like it would be like this gun in hand should also be. It's going up, and the gun in hand is also going up and down, but should also be going left to right. So that's stepping forwards. But that should almost be stepping backwards. Oh, wait a second, we grabbed the wrong part. So we're adding a lot of secondary movement in now. Yeah, gun's looking better because the gun is now moving with the arms, whereas beforehand the gun was staying in exactly the same place minus up and down, and the elbows were reacting to up and down, but she didn't really have enough side to side. So we're just looking at the angle because, you know, it's a 3D human at the end of the day. We've got to account for all three directions. This is how it's now looking. It's looking a lot better already. We've got a bit of a jerk here though, where it's here, and then as the hips, boink, boink. Might be more the fact of this. How does that look? Better. And the thing is also just the elbows. The elbows are dropping too much down. If they're going to drop there, they shouldn't rise. They shouldn't rise as quickly here. Once again, comes back to these shoulders. These shoulders are looking messy. Yeah, so if I was to lower that shoulder. Strange movement here. shoulder should tighten. It should loosen. Not that loose. Probably, I think it's just the chest as well. It just starts a bit too... deep. Do I have translates footage? I do. What if I was just rotate everything this direction? And then just was to repeat it here. She looks on balance now, which is better than what she did before. Too far to one side? I don't know. That's about the angle we had the camera. Again, make that foot. So all the effort so far today has been going on the upper body. It's looking a lot nicer now. I can see that much. Save as. Number 17. I think we accidentally overwrote over 16. It's even looking a lot better here with the sways of the motion. The fun part's going to be everything that happens here. Select everything. There you go. I'd say focus on the legs and the feet for the first part, and then we just have a look at the transition, see if we can fix that. Oof, yeah, hang on a second. It rotates. Yeah, well, that extra rotation, the third part doesn't look right. Jaws' swings gone very slowly. I reckon if by 63... Okay, this is going to be a gross exaggeration again. How does that look if the gun arrived at that point? Better. No, I don't like that. Lower the gun, because remember the previous advice. And then it can rise up. We'll have to look at the motion trail for that. What do I have a motion trail for? I do. There it is. That's why 55 looks so weird, because 51 is here. Is here. Just timings again. Like, if anything, looking at this, 49 should be the new 51. .47 should be the new 49. There we go. .55 should occur almost earlier. Considering how quickly it goes from here to here to here to here. It looks good from the viewport. It looks good from the outlet. It looks good from the camera. Mind you, once again, it's this arm. You get it back in time with the gun. But I look here. The head goes against the rotation, so the body rotates first. The head is delayed on the coming rounds. By the time it gets to 55, the head is overshooting, and then as the arms come up, the head comes down to replace it. Okay, now what can we do about this IK arm here? First off, let's just have a look and see if we can do what we did earlier. No, no we cannot. Right. So, let's just manually go. This is here. To 55 looks fine. This is here. Keeping the elbow down. '60 is just kind of too far forward at this point. And the shoulder also increases around here as well. Yeah, the incongruence between here and here is too much. Let's look at the floor, and whilst we're at it, let's bring back the floor so we can get our lighting back. Okay. Number 18, let's have a look at 17. Because our arc is still... There's still an issue with the FK-IK switch here. The arc is still very wonky. 17. It's just the speed of which he draws. Like, is it just even slower here? Mind you, this is a version from today. Let's let it catch up. I lost... Nope. It's very laggy. Yeah, same bit here. But the head's too low down. So she starts from 43. It's already higher up at 55. So it's a matter of space, and then we've got this weird motion here. But we lowered 55 down because it's blocking her field of view. But then that made the gun look really weird, so what we've done now is we've made 55 lower. So really... we could solve this by having a greater that's such a... almost like Stetson Western pose. Could we bring it more over at 42 then? No. PC trying to do something in the background right now. Yeah. What's going on here at 48? There we go. I'm on the curves. Yeah, whereas now, beforehand, if you look at the head, now we've got that twist and head movement. We've got the counterweight. Oh, it's going to look really bad here. What of it? The speed looks a lot better now. We keep it low to keep it to the side, and we haven't affected any of this bit. We've just got to fix this arm. As expected. Give me that. Shoulder then? 47? It is a shoulder. Okay. A bit better. I reckon here, for example, the gun's probably going a bit too much to the side where we tried to fix it before. Like, it's probably better if we go more up than anything else here. Bit drop on the 45. That's better. So to increase this distance and the speed, we've just made a an up-down curve as opposed to a side-side curve. Still got a small issue with the arm going from IK to FK. It's looking a lot better now. Save. Oh, my cat's snoozing in the corner. He's sleeping. Hey, Springtrap and will you have people messaging? Alright. Don't need the dashboard. Don't need watch LiveStream. Let's look at the... Okay, for a second there I panicked. Can you make Maharaga from Jujutsu Kaisen? Like the model? Just make him? What program is this? Hello... Oh, well, one of you two are still here. Hello, this is Maya 2024. Can you make for... No, it's the quick answer for that, or Sukuna. can you make Gojo... Springtrap, why? Mind you, I do like Jujutsu Kaisen. But when you say make them, like the models, like the textures, animate them, animate Gojo versus Sukuna with Maharaga, is that what you're asking me in 3D? Do you have any idea how long that would take? Months off my life, that would be. Ooh, and my laptop wouldn't be able to handle it. My PC, maybe. Well, that's not just animation, that's many things come together. That's a whole project of people. Like this one animation of a woman with a gun. Like, what, 8 to 10 hours have probably been put into her now? For 4 seconds of animation? So 8 to 10 hours, so you're looking at 2 hours per second to get it to this quality. Mind you, if you wanted a, mind you, that's per character. So you have 2 characters, and that time doubles. So, Gojo versus Sukuna, you're looking at 3 hours, 4 hours per character per second. So it works out to be about 8 hours a second. 4-minute fight? Yeah. Months and months and months, and we're just talking animation. Still though, it would be interesting to see someone make it in 3D. What's going on here? How do we fix... What plane is this breaking? There we go, you can see it if I put it here. It's the almost forward and back. What about this hand? Well, that will cause it. Alright, so it's just a matter of getting this one frame. Looking reasonable. So we just need to, really at 65, we just need to push the shoulder forward significantly. How far we push it back here. At least I've found the issue. Like it's a 65, 64, this is here. The issue is not the elbow. We got the elbow and the shoulder to line up, now it's the wrist. A 64. Yeah, look, this wrist loses connection. If I was just to move this here, for example. I just have it at the ready. Better. You almost can't notice it from the viewport. Okay. We've made more work on the FKIK switch that I was looking for. I think it's the feet we need to focus on now, because we've done a bit to the expression, we've done most of it on the arms and the upper body, getting that to look well. But yeah, damn. Okay. So, the next part, we're looking at this, our checklist of stuff to do. The knees are too inwards while the toe points elsewhere. Anticipation. You know where your stems, a foot will be turned that way. Okay, I think this is talking about the part 1. Not JoJo's part 1. the first cycle of this animation. Yep, that feet's better, that foot's better, and what about the knees? How that leg looking now? It's looking good. I think the only issue is yeah, here. That leg's at full lockout. Mind you, if we look at our post cycles again, the standing leg should have a foot roll on the up. So if we go to when this leg is in its up position, which should be at 28, we should have a foot roll here. Then it also means that at 23, this yes. Let's do the same to the other leg. Where's the... Oh, our foot roll's looking weird here. So the up is at 11. Crossing over is about 7. So here, 7. Key selected. 11. Give it a foot roll. There we go. More foot roll 15. More foot roll 17. Like we. There we go. Is that foot roll fixed? Negative foot roll here. And down. Okay. But a little on the side. As I thought, it's kind of jumping a little bit. Is that and that not this? No, that is the same. I see there's a change here. If anything, it would be more beneficial to do this and have that come off the ground more. Rotate forwards more here. And come down here. It's almost like the down poses are here and here. Give me that. There we go. 6. Put that at 7. crossing over. It's just a matter of speed. It was actually pausing too long on these particular bits here. We just needed a nice down pose at 3. A better follow through pose. Better up pose here. And then we can go into our down pose. There we go, we don't need that motion trail here either. It's looking better. Each for another part. Okay, the feet are looking a lot better for this now. We've still got the same essence as the previous, but this is a lot more cleaned up and a lot more fluid. Which is exactly what we want. Just got a very strange... Yes, here. Boom. Up and around. It's being pushed out. It's going a bit too much left. But if that's going up that way, then that should... It's rotating here. Get rid of that. How does that look? Oh, hello, Shadow. My cat can say hello. I have both of them in my room. Yeah, one person's watching. My hair's all flopped. That's because it's got the oil in. Roll it back slowly. Yes, hello. I need both hands to animate, you know. Kind of also there's this dramatic drop of the arm here. Once again, it's a shoulder issue. Like here, it should really... No, but not like that. Nope, that's actively made it. Oh, the character needs to fall earlier. Okay. Foot's up here and then down. What if she just fell slightly quicker? And then we just increased this part. I don't like it. No. No. 27. No. Better. We just need to give her more time to fall. She didn't need to fall further. Really taking her time here. Like, we are at 30 FPS. There we go. But no, that's because she's not sneaking, she's walking. But yeah, if you look at her through viewport. There we go. Hello. Okay, I think we've cleaned up 33. The weight is looking proper now. Mind the knees over toes. There we go. Knees to inwards or toes. And yep. Wait, she is not over the right foot at the moment. Part 2. Off balance from present angle. She is not over the right foot. Frame 79 needs to be over back foot. This is what we need to look at now. Your knee reference bent, hers is straight. Watch knees. That's what we need to look at next. Try to improve this. Hand is moving separately from the body. He's pulling on her shoulders. Yep. Yep. Hip should be between the knees. We fixed 44. At least I think we did. Let's have a double check. Frame 44. Oh, it is referring to when she goes back to go forwards. It's probably because if I look at a sync sketch, what she saw at the time, yeah, was this. So here her weight needs to be over her left leg, where here the hips are not triangulated. Okay. Okay, this kind of makes sense because we haven't actually done too much improvements between 34 and 66. We've kind of just amended the very edges. Save for the actual gun rotation. Like we got the gun rotation to be looking a lot nicer here. We've got the head rotation to look good as well. Torso and shoulders are looking good. It's just the legs. The legs in this section. So, let's have a look. Wait, balance. Where is it? She should be on the left side here, in which she is. Translate. Yep, balance here. And then, yep. She should be coming down probably a bit faster there. And here, she definitely needs to be more right-sided. Mind you, her max right side is now up here. So we have a bit more room to play with. Probably move this actually. Yeah. Okay, maybe not that far. Yeah, because now her... she's rotating back to her left side before she lands. But really, she needs to stay on that. Her feet hits highest point here and then she steps. Okay. $34. So it comes here. Remember when this is at its highest point. Which is there. We should have 45. We should have a foot roll. It also means that when they cross over, which is at 40, this should be flat. Goes weep. It lands. Contact. That's really be over there. I mean, this is more probably about them. It's what is this is what she means when she's talking about weight. Here is just outside the reference part. Here it's landed. Mind you, that's landed according to her. Like, I don't understand why I just made the decision to start from the down pose. That's where our contact should be, but then that leg should be straight. Like, it should be almost over here. That makes sense, because down pose would be up here. Call this 19B. How does this look? This is going so quickly here. Like, if anything on this part, yeah, we might do just want to stamp. We might do want to stamp that down. so that's how much we should be moving this for the back, really. Humour me. If I was to just... There we go, so now the knees are bent when she actually goes forwards. But the back knee is actually locked out now. How does it look in the view? A bit absurd. There we go, they're bent but they're never locked out. Except there. That's locking out. Why is this locking out? And then here. There you go, this will bends the knee more. Just come in. There we go. Here, once again, no foot roll here. We're just basically fixing foot rolls at this point. So here, it should be 0. Here it should increase, and then here yes, there we go. It's gone too far back. Oh no, foot roll again. No, we have a foot roll. Just at some very awkward places. 17. Should have none at 23. It's none at 22. At its highest point, that should be more closer to 25, or it is 25. So what's going on here? Is it a rotation to the foot? Some odd behavior there. Oh, that makes more sense. That's better. So a lot of the weird leg positions wasn't due to how forward or back, although moving it back definitely helps because it gave us more bend at the knee. It was just where the foot rolls were. How does that look as a complete set now? Yeah, no, look, 66 to 100 feet now is slow in comparison. Bomb, 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 boof, boof. $66. Do we have foot rolls here? Do we? Kind of. Size at 29. Okay, better. Save. What was it? It was gun inspect, I think it was. Scenes, it was. Yeah, it's just 19, it's not 19B. Yeah, we did overwrite a save. So we've been animating almost 2 hours. Doesn't feel like 2 hours. Yeah, an hour 40 minutes. Fair enough. This foot's lagging behind. Red foot. Ooh, what's going on here? Yeah, that's fine. This one foot roll should basically be naught. Just make it 99. Got a little... what? It's probably due to... yep, it is. Don't need it this far though. Oh no, we do not. The flick's quite nice. Give me that rotate. No. knee. It's in a weird position here. Yeah, this is what they were talking about with the knees. Like there. You should be more, I guess, closer to there. There. As a result, you should be more closer to here. There. Definitely should be more closer to here. Hello! Mum is back home, and here is just not over the knees again. So, bop, bop. There we go, the knee's now staying with the foot. Now we need to do the same to this kneecap. Like there. The foot is just rotated far too far around. Yeah, it should be closer up there. And that makes sense with the rotational cycle here. 34. Should remain like that. Ooh, that foot roll is strong here. Why does it look like that? Oh, that's why. $66. I reckon for this particular. How does it look on here now? It's looking nice. Then the hips here should be, I guess, more turned in. Yeah, there we go. Having them more front facing. Ooh, big lag spike there. There we go. So I was in deep concentration. Trying to fix these legs. Trying to fix them legs. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. Yeah. The big weight shift is what I don't like here. How does that look from... Because this is why it looks weird. At the highest point here, our X is at 3. It's only at 2. If I did shift that all the way to 3, and then shunted all of this up, so it's more in line. Because I don't think the second part was adjusted, but adjusted the first part. Bit of a shoulder pull there. Yeah, doing good. I'm currently on streaming the animation, but I'll be done in 5 minutes. Yeah. We still got the IK flicker there, but the good news is that gets rid of that extra shoulder pull. There we go. Yeah, I think frame 19, we'll just say that's frame 20. It's number 20. Save as. Alright, sorted. Almost 2 hours of animation. Did what I wanted to do. Very quiet stream this time.